Folks, remember, you can find us at dramaticcinematic.com. And of course, you can also listen to the show on Stitcher, look us up on iTunes, or you can also find us on Facebook, Dramatic Cinematic. Don't forget to look us up on Twitter at TC Podcast Crew. Now on to the show. Hey, what's going on, guys? Guess what? It is Saturday once again. It has been 7 days. It's another TC event show, folks. This is the Traumatic Cinematic 20-minute current event show. I am your host, Mugumbo. With me tonight are my two wonderful cohorts, my partners in crime, my other 2/3 of my Three's Company, Mr. Mike Whitcliffe and Mr. David DeMoss.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Yes.
Oh,
when you
wow.
introduce us like that, neither one of us knows which one to speak first. So.
Well, that's all right.
I decided to just go for it.
Just fucking do it. That's what I say.
Also, I'd rather be Mr. Roper.
Ooh, what's going on here? Oh, I'm taking something out of context. Oh, yes, folks. And you know what's funny is I actually used the Three's Company reference this week, where somebody walks up when you say something like the last half of a conversation, and as animated as I am, I was actually like, but anyway, like they were like, "You're a sick motherfucker," you know that? You are a sick bastard. So there goes our PG-13 rating, folks. So tonight we have come together to discuss the last let's try 7 days in current events entertainment. Some stuff has happened this week. TV is still going on. There's new Game of Thrones. Was it episode 4? We had episode 4 of
episode 4 was fantastic.
It was fantastic. We saw dragons. Also, the new Doctor Who,
well, and
awesome.
The cliffhanger there at the end, the thing that happened at the very end of that episode of Game of Thrones, holy shit!
Oh yeah,
this
no
is
kidding, no
already
kidding.
Paying itself off.
That's one of those game-changing, and I hate the phrase "game-changing," but it changes the game for at least one character, like on a massive scale.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's going to be good, and we don't want to spoil it because there's some people out there that. Like me, I sometimes like to wait till a season's over with before I partake in it, right?
And this is a good show to do that with.
Yes, but it's so hard.
My own experience.
It's so hard not to get into it. If you have, what is it, HBO or Showtime or whatever the hell, Stars
HBO.
or HBO, then how can you not watch it? Like as it's happening, I can't wait. I couldn't wait for this season, and I'm already ready for next season. I guess I should read the books.
For Doctor Who right now, though, is that I missed last week's episode, and I haven't been able to catch a rerun, and they haven't put it on the Comcast On Demand, and I'm going to miss this week's because I'm going to be at C2E2.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
Hey, in just a second, right? We're going to get into that in just a second about your adventure into C2E2. But we had a tragedy today, folks. We actually lost a pioneer in country music and something that should be playing by now, but it's not. So, I guess that's nowhere near as exciting as I was hoping it would be. Therefore, we'll just screw that. George Jones died. So, that was like a big bummer that he's no longer with us in any way, shape, or form.
I was working all day. I did not even hear about that.
No, I hadn't heard that either.
That sucks.
Oh, really? Really? Oh, well, I'm glad I could bring that to you guys.
Well, in North Carolina, way back in the hill, lived my old pappy and he had him still. He blew the white lightning.
Disappointing, but that's White Lightning, ladies and gentlemen. So, we'll try a little something new there. That's pretty lame.
He has new toys.
Yes, I have new toys, new audio toys, and I am trying to make the best of it, and that was a technical difficulty, as you will. Other than that, C2E2, Mr. Whitcliffe, how is that going to happen? Tomorrow you're leaving freaking here in just a few hours, aren't you?
Yeah, as soon as we get done recording tonight, I'm going to go take a nap and then get up and drive in my nice rental car to Chicago.
Ooh, what'd you get?
A 2013 Dodge Avenger.
Ooh, you should. Did you put full coverage on it? You should beat the hell out of it.
Well, I get unlimited miles, so.
Blues Brothers style. Blues Brothers style.
Huh?
Blues Brothers style.
Yeah.
You're going to Chicago.
I went last year. It was a great time.
What is C2E2
I was gonna go
exactly?
For the whole weekend this year, but it's Chicago.
What is it exactly?
You're going to make me try and remember what it is. It's the
you are
Chicago
going to
Comic and Entertainment Expo.
Two
C's, two E's.
It's more about actual comics than Comic-Con has become, correct?
Yeah, it's the Wizard convention that they have in Chicago is more for the media stuff, but C2E2, at least as of last year, was still more comic book centric.
Well, and because San Diego's right next to
friendly.
San Diego's right next to LA, which is its problem.
Well, that's
that's the San Diego one. That thing is a spectacle of something unlike anything else. Like if we ever got invited to such a thing, it would be amazing. Like I just like that's how you know we made it. That's how you know like it. We've done it. We've done it, ladies and gentlemen. Like we finally made it to the big top.
Especially since, from my understanding, C2E2 is more like how the San Diego Comic-Con that was.
And there are still media guests. I mean,
well, of course,
a lot of the 66 Batman cast are going to be there. Peter Davison's going to be there, one of the Doctor Who's, and then randomly people like I guess what did I read? Hacksaw Jim Duggan's going to be there.
Oh yeah, he's always at the wrestlers. You've always got wrestlers doing Comic-Cons.
There are several Game of Thrones people that are going to be there too, and several Walking Dead people that are going to be there.
Walking Dead's done wonders for the convention circuit because there's so many zombies, and like if you've been a zombie in the Walking Dead, a Walking Dead episode, you are total like fucking convention circuit material, right?
Well, when I went to there was a Weekend of Horror, I think is what they call it, in Seymour, Indiana.
Oh, yes. How'd that go?
The first Sammy Terry thing of the year. Because when Sammy Terry does an appearance, I typically am the guy that's actually taking your money and handing you the stuff. But it went really well. But right across from us was a guy who was a barn walker in Walking Dead. And that was what he was there for, because he was a barn walker in Walking Dead.
Oh, at the end of the second season?
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Very cool.
And that was his whole reason for being there.
Right. Well, it made him famous, and all he had to do was like, I was really drunk when I auditioned and was stumbling around. Like, actually, no, there's more to it than that. Well, no, actually, there isn't.
But yeah, Sammy had a
Can you
show,
sit
though,
for 5 hours while we put the makeup on you? Yeah. Okay, you're hired. Nah.
But yeah, C2E2 is going to be great. I'm going to get a chance to meet up with some friends, including the guy from the Robots PJs podcast and the guy from the Plan Banner podcast.
Ooh.
And possibly even the guy that does the 7 Days a Geek, the Angry Ginger guy, which I've never met him before, so that should be cool.
The Angry Mailman guy?
Angry Ginger.
I bet he's a redhead.
Does the 7 Days a Geek podcast.
I bet he's a redhead.
I would imagine.
Ask him when you meet him. Ask him if the carpets meet. Anyway. So all right. Next thing, from this amazing email you sent me, and folks, if you want to see these amazing current event emails that Mike sends out, you should.
That amazing.
They are spectacular. I wait all day on Fridays to get these fantastic emails. But if you'd like to,
because I was behind.
If you would like to see these things, you can go to traumaticcinematic.com and check out, because these will all be listed in the show notes of the TC event show. So, all right.
You can see the 4 or 5 websites that I get all my information from.
It's like 12. So, yeah. Well, anyways. Shh. There's a new Johnny Mnemonic TV show?
Yeah, I don't know much about it yet, but they're basing it on the movie and not the original William Gibson short story.
And if that does well, if the pilot does well for that, there's a lawnmower man freaking...
Man,
I just hope, screw that. I
hope ABC picks up the Avengers, or but Shield.
I want like a Mona Lisa Overdrive TV show or something, or like let's start.
I don't know. With TV shows nowadays, like I'm used to like HBO, where they have no rules. They do what they want, right?
Hell
like
yeah,
they don't. really have to answer to anybody except for
We talked about
themselves.
it a little bit last week, but Sci-Fi is doing both a Ring World and a Childhood Lost or Childhood's End, Childhood's End miniseries sometime next year, and those should be. I don't know. With Sci-Fi Channel, it could either be really, really good, or it could be really, really bad. It depends on whether or not they're going to do Frank Herbert's Dune.
They did.
Or
They do support Asylum, so
yeah, exactly.
But
their judgment of late has been somewhat suspect. I mean, they just released an MMORPG based on their
Although
one of their
I
original.
had a chance to define the TV you're talking about. The
Yes.
MMO ties into the game, and apparently the game has an effect on the TV show. It's something new that nobody's tried before, and from what I'm hearing, it started off a little slow, but has gotten progressively better. So it's something I do want to give a shot, but I just haven't had an opportunity to yet.
My sources in the video game reviewer community are not impressed, shall we say.
I hear it's a
not
fairly
impressed.
standard
That
game.
sounds like a
It's-
Facebook meme.
I hear
Mimi.
it's a fairly standard
Meme.
game. It doesn't suck, but it doesn't do anything groundbreaking.
Pretty
By
much.
but by the same token, when you're trying to tie it into a TV show on the kind of timetable and scale that they're trying to do, there's, you got to give them some leeway for being the first ones to actually attempt it.
And for being an MMO that dares to compete with World of Warcraft. To which many previous competitor has been sacrificed like an angry
I
god.
tell you, thanks to a Kickstarter thing, I'm actually part of a beta for a NASA MMO.
NASA? What? Like you get to like do rockets and stuff?
Yeah, it's all science based, and it's actually
Awesome.
really cool.
Awesome.
But I can't wait to see what they do with it. But I mean, it's pretty basic what they've got out there so far. But yeah, thanks to a Kickstarter that I got into on a while ago, I'm part of that, and I guess I get to be in the game as like a space ranger or something. Although they have
Hell
yet
yeah.
to collect any information from me for it. But on that topic with Kickstarter, thanks to Veronica Mars, Zach Braff has decided to kickstart his own movie.
And this is quite the sight to see. You can actually see the numbers increase in real time. It's
I gotta be honest with you. It actually looks like it's going to be a decent movie. I liked Garden State okay. I really enjoyed Scrubs. It was one of my favorite shows when it was on.
Which one was Zach? He was the goofball
He was the lead. He was JD.
right? JD.
But he's got about 80 grand to go. And it's been up for about 3 days. So he didn't make money in quite the same amount of time as Veronica Mars did, but he's still doing pretty damn good. I think I'm probably going to end up tossing in on it just because, it seems like a worthy project. I think even if it weren't Zach Braff.
Mike, how many Kickstarter Go-Go campaigns have you contributed to in your life?
More than I care to admit to.
Well, no, it's important because this is ladies and gentlemen, this is a new trend in entertainment and fan-based projects where we can contribute to get things made that we want to get made. Well,
I've only done one Indiegogo, and that was for Easter Casket.
Well, I've done one Indiegogo, and that was for the Culture Gutters website and the thing they did.
Yeah.
And I've done a couple others. I've done
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. 31,
Jeez.
well, 29
So
successful, and then 2 that still have some time to go.
So you have to
One of
agree
which is that Under the Smogberries, the Dr. Demento, or Under the Smogberry Trees, the Dr. Demento documentary that's just at about halfway to its goal with about 7 days left. So I have
okay. So short show. So do
I'm
you?
afraid it's not going to fund, but I hope it does.
So you actually believe that there's good use of these services?
Oh, there absolutely is.
Have you ever
there are
not
a lot of
received?
comics
Have you ever
online.
not received anything for your contribution?
Yes, but only once, and it's not worth talking about.
Okay,
because
all right.
I'll make somebody
And
feel
that's
bad.
it.
that I
No,
don't.
that's all right. That's all right.
And
And
I
same
would
here.
argue that no matter what, that the very act of giving